He said action, y'all. So we on. Let's do it. All right, I got an amazing guest today, but I want you guys to first click like, click share, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, call someone, drop a beat. You know, it's 25%. Today I'm filming now. I haven't filmed in a few weeks, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually sitting back here and about to get back started and get into the groove again. I had to take a little break with tax season. Tax season came about and I had to do the deadline and work and burn the midnight oil. As y'all know, it's unscripted and unedited. Well, I have a disclaimer. The episode before this one had to be edited for certain reasons. But I'm always going to keep up honest with you all. So I'm back in the flesh and I'm ready to go. But I want y'all to click like, click share. Also contact us, DM us, and let us know on Instagram. We're going to push the Instagram hashtag handles. It's up here, down here, to the side. I don't know, but it's coming. But we want to get you guys to give feedback. Oh, my gosh, and give feedback and give comments. I'm covering up my watch because I have on my Apple Watch. As I told you guys, it's unscripted. And text messages and emails are coming through, and I don't need you guys to see that. But I said I'm a lot. And that's what happens with being a boss. Sometimes you just got to pick up the ball and go. And you have to keep going. And I strive and want you guys to continue to work hard and go after your dreams. And when you get to the end, I don't want to say but when you get to the end, you think it's, you've been doing it for too long. But no, you got to keep going. You got to keep succeeding. And I'm doing other business ventures and working with other people. And I'll share some of that stuff with you all. I promise. And I'm going to take y'all along the journey. My team be fussing at me, but I'm going to have to get my videographer, Shalel. One day I'm going to put him on here too as well. So he's going to sit and look. And we're going to be able to, I said again, but we're going to be able to share some of the exciting things with you all. I have a few projects going on. But I have this amazing guest. Without further ado, I want to allow her to introduce herself. And she has a beautiful smile. Oh, my gosh. I love her smile. Cha-ching. Colgate. Get a Colgate contract. Colgate. Contact her. ASAP.
ASAP.
Okay. She said I have beautiful teeth, too.
Yes.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Where am I looking?
Anywhere. Look at me.
Hey.
I'm giving you something to look at.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Phenomenal.
Yes, you're
Fabulous.
very, very nice looking.
Oh, I know.
say.
Twice on Sundays.
Yes, okay.
And early Monday morning.
I'm here for all of it.
All day.
All of it. Hey, y'all, I am Deblair Tate on Instagram. It's I am Deblair. I'm a country girl from Mississippi. That's
New Orleans.
Yes, New Orleans, baby. So, hey, I'm just here to have a good time. Let you guys get to know a little bit about me, what I have going on, and we just gonna ride this thing out.
Okay. So is that the only place they can contact you is Instagram or is a website?
Yeah, I have a website. Go to my website, www.8figure.com, to find out all about me, what I've been doing, what I have going on. You can go to deblairfitness.com, and those are the main places where you would actually get me and not assistance.
Okay. So when you say 8-figure, is it the number 8 spelled out?
The number 8 spelled out, F-I-G-U-R-E-D. The number 8, then F-I-G-U-R-E-D.
Okay, so it's just the number, it's not spelled out.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm
8-figured.
8-figured. So let's get with 8-figured, because there's 2 different sites, so I'm more than sure it's a couple things going on, and your hair's phenomenal. Swing says swing. Swing. That's what I'm saying, baby. Come through. So when you say 8-figure, what is that about?
So that's my brand. So 8-figure brand. So I have a clothing brand that 8-figured is the brand, and a component of it is my apparel brand. So I have a leisure wear, fitness apparel line. I also have resistant bands, just anything health and related fitness wise. And a part of my brand is also like my book and my speaking and just my programs that I offer. So it's
brought me a
growing.
book?
You'll get one June 1st when it launches. It's
So,
pre-launching. It's
June 1st, and 10 of my guests, I'll buy 10 books. So give me 10 books. I'll buy
Yes,
10 books.
for sure.
And I'll give them out to my guests, to my followers. Not my guests, my followers. So as I say, y'all know it's unscripted. Y'all bear with me. Y'all know how it is. I'm not about to edit. And because I be seeing those people on YouTube and social media, and they do one thing and it flicks to something else. Like, why are you editing it? Give it the natural. They're watching for the natural.
Yes.
And guess what? This is me.
Yes.
No makeup. But I want some one day. I want a little Botox, you know. But yes.
Don't need that.
So your book, what's the name of your book?
So can we hear something?
Blink it out, but we can get
So it's called Resilient AF, and you guys can fill in the blanks what it stands for. Resilient AF.
Okay. Resilient as things that people do as adults. Okay.
Yes, so that's the title of the book.
Okay. So y'all know what to be looking for. So that's amazing. Give me a little snippet. Give me one of the clips. Give me something, girl. Give me something.
About the book? So so my book, Resilient AF, is basically about me sharing my experiences, my life story in order to help somebody else. So I'm pretty much opening myself up. I'm very private, so this is the first time I've actually just exposed who I am. I've been a coach for 17 years, and I'm always asking my clients, like, what is your why? What is your purpose? What are you doing? And I'm also always helping them through life. And somebody asked me one day, like, well, what is your why? I have a lot of things going on that I put on just a strong face for. And I was like, I have a story to tell that could help a lot of people for me just hearing their stories. So I just decided to share it. So
can you give us a snippet, a little something? Give me something. Just give us a little something. Drop a little bait. You know how they do the little reality TVs and they just do a click. They hit them with a glass and then somebody falling in the pool and then somebody rolling on the floor. Give me a snippet, girl.
So a little bit of it talks about, like, how I am today is not how I used to be. Like, I could have actually been a convicted felon today with all the things that I did, the people that I was around. I was a product of my environment. So I was
But you know, we all were.
Yeah, we all were. And a lot of people are, and they allow that to hold them back. So,
No, I think a lot of people, I don't think it allows them to hold them back. I think sometimes people have the notion of the misconception that if you are that person or you experience those things in life, that you're going to always be that person. And I want to tell you guys that no. What you did yesterday doesn't affect you tomorrow.
Doesn't define you.
It doesn't. And you can make changes. You can still strive. You can bounce back. You know, I don't know everybody's spiritual and religious belief, but I serve a forgiving God. And like I said, I didn't grow up in the rich neighborhoods. I grew up with friends, and some of my friends, clearly I be talking to them still now, and I be wanting to hang up the phone on them because I'm like,
that negative energy.
It's not even negative energy. It's like, prime example. I was talking to one of my friends, and I hope she watched the show and she catches it and sees it. I was talking to her. Today is Wednesday. I was talking to her Monday. She was like, oh, my job is checking up on me. My job is doing this. My job wants me to clock in. We have this new manager. We don't do this. And I just stopped her. And she's like, what? I said, why don't you just go above and beyond for your job? Like, why don't you just do the extra? And that will stop you from having to be frustrated and have you stop you from wanting to think that you have a bad boss. But when you have a boss that wants you to do your job, which you are in a committed contract for verbally, you should uphold your end.
That's another thing I talk about mindset. It's all about how you perceive things. And then with that,
wait, stop jiggling.
I'm asking her, you should ask her, like, who are you around? Like, what type of people are you around? Because if you're around the right people like yourself, they're going to call you out on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why are you sitting there miserable complaining about somebody doing what they're supposed to be doing? If you're going to work for a company, work for a job, go off. Be the best employee you can possibly be. Go to the top if you decide to be in corporate America or whatever.
But I think the thing is that people feel like they're working for someone else and they're making them money and they want to do the minimum of work. But that's, again, like I tell you, 25%. Start your own business. I'd rather have 25% of something than 100% of nothing. And, I mean, because now I'm at the stage where I terminate laziness. If you ain't motivated, I terminate it. But that is good in your book mindset. And that's good that you're opening up and letting people know. And, you know, to me, and I hope you throw this pitch, to look at you to be successful, and you're sitting right here by me, across from me, next to me with this beautiful smile, looking fabulous. I mean, honey, sis is looking good, okay? So by you doing that, you let them know that was then, this is now, and this is success. And that's what your book can tell them.
Right.
When you're marketing it, you can say, hey, that was back in the days. This is me now. I'm full force, full-fledged, this successful person. I own 2 businesses, and I have my book. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And I need to see some of your wear. When you come next time, I want a little skirt,
I got you. I'm going to send you something. I got you.
You know I'm going to hold you to it.
I'm a person of my word.
Okay. Yes, and that's a good thing. So you have fitness, as I can tell you in shape. So how many clients you have doing fitness?
So I was a trainer for 17 years before I transitioned into being a coach. So, oh my God, I've had multiple clients throughout the years, and most of my clients are still with me. You know what I mean? So, actually was training around the corner at a gym across from like the Chuck E. Cheese for a long time, OBC. So that's why I started at. So it was more like a training gym, not like a LA Fitness. So a lot of people that came through the gym, they were competitors, like they did fitness competitions, and it was a very high intense, gym. Had my clients come through, so got sick of just the one-on-ones because it took a lot of my time. I sacrificed a lot to be the type of trainer I wanted to be because I always had to be accountable because I held them accountable. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I could always take trips because if I had Saturday morning boot camp or whatever, I needed to show up because I'm trying to hold them to their goals. So that's another thing about that life. If you're full-time and as committed as I was, you sacrifice a lot and you miss out on a lot. So I had to start looking at what was important to me, prioritizing. I was missing family functions, that work-life balance wasn't there. So it was a lot of things that I needed to transition. So that's why I created my brand because I wanted to be unbought and unbossed. I mean, I'm still military. I'm full-time military. But it's still a transition. It's nothing like having your own business, being able to dictate your own life and affect lives in the meantime.
So you're in the military?
Yes, 22 years.
Reserve or full-time?
I'm full-time. I'm active duty.
Oh, wow. So you go to work every day?
I do.
Oh, gosh. Baby, I wasn't doing 10 push-ups and I wasn't having G.I. Joe yell in my face. It just wasn't happening. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I wasn't like... But, I mean, as you can see, I need workout. I need some help. I need to get that part done. But how did you like working out?
How do I like working out? It's therapy for me. My whole life, I've been into sports. So I played sports, college, high school, whatever. So it's always been just a part of my life. And I didn't even start off as a trainer. I started off competing for shows. And then from there, people were coming up to me, asking me if I trained or can I train them. And I was referring them to other trainers. And I'm like, I'm tripping. Like,
really are.
I got something that, I can be doing. So this wasn't even a path for me. I didn't even say, hey, I want to be a trainer. I was just winging life, just trying to figure out what was going to hit. I've done everything. I've been a massage therapist. I've been a loan officer. I've been a mortgage person. I done sold smoothies.
You did what you have to do to survive.
Whatever I needed to do to survive.
Baby, if they got chicken for sale, she's selling it.
I'm selling it.
2-piece dark with a side of fries. Yeah. So, I mean, that's good. So I just wonder, so like with the storm and, the pandemic, with the pandemic, how did that affect you? I know you had your job, but how did that affect your business with training?
It actually was an eye-opener for me because then I realized that I can affect more people with technology. You know what I'm saying? And that really was my way of saying, like, hey, like, there's another way to do this. I can be anywhere in the world and affect people virtually. So I kind of that was the time I transitioned my life and decided I'm going to write a book, be a speaker, a life coach, and I'm just going to step my game up. So it really didn't affect me in a negative way. It was kind of like an eye-opener. And I needed to slow down because I was going 90 miles per hour, and the pandemic, really slowed me down to the point where I was like, oh, my God, I can't even believe I'm going at this pace, nonstop. No sleep, no, I would sleep enough to just get by, like 5 hours.
And you don't need that. You need your rest.
I do. And I didn't realize, the things that I was preaching to my clients was the opposite of what I was actually doing. So I couldn't be walking in that path, and I'm doing the total opposite. So it kind of made me look at things differently and just seeing what's important because I was able to spend more time with, my friends, my family, and made you realize how short life is. So you really have to make sure you're being grateful for what's there, because the pandemic showed us that it don't care for nobody.
Mm-hmm. Now, a question I have for you: what's a good quote you go by?
What's a good? Oh, that's a good one. Let me see. Caught me off guard. I have so many quotes that I love.
That's me.
Love. Let me see. I would say, damn, why you do this?
I mean, this unscripted.
It is unscripted. Oh my God. And I quote like on a daily basis, and my mind is totally,
Well, think about that, because
I'm gonna think about it.
Okay, we think about it, because mine is to whom much is given, much is required.
Yes.
And but something I want to ask you, like if someone wanted to be in your field and start training, what's some tips you'd give them to be prepared?
Yeah, first of all, make sure that you're ready for it, because consistency and accountability is key. You can't be in the field and be successful and have people to follow you if you're not committed, you don't walk the walk, and you're not consistent. Because some people come to you, they have mental health issues. You have to be self-aware of what you do when you step into somebody's life, because they're trusting you to help them. And you have to make sure that you're ready for that, and make sure you're being consistent and ready to go. So.
Okay. So you have that for them. What are some weaknesses about being a fitness trainer with owning your own business? What can you tell folks about that?
Like I told you before, like the sacrifices you have to make, because you got to show up. Like it ain't no calling in, calling out if you want to have a successful business. If you're depending on me to help you reach your goals, whether it's like physical goals or, just being there so you can be consistent, you end up missing out on a lot. You know what I mean? And I feel like nobody can do to my clients what I can do for them. So just always showing up, always being there, and
So you're more passionate about it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm more passionate about it, and sometimes I miss things. Like,
but that can hurt you being that passionate. It can hurt you because you can get so stuck and so committed and not make the money like you could make if you were like the, come on now, sis, pack your bags. Come on, you take off and get in your workout. Give me 10 jumping jacks. You run over here. You will do some hiking. But if you're so passionate, you want to spend time and you want to stay with the people and stuff of that nature. So you got your book, you got your job, how do you balance it all?
I just do it. I don't think about it. And
that's the advice you're giving the viewers, just do it, don't think about it?
So you can't think about everything you're doing, like the overall picture. You have to focus on one thing. The reason why I feel like I didn't succeed like I needed to before is because I was trying to do 10,000 different things. So I had to kind of back this train up and start focusing on one thing and mastering that before I moved on to the next thing, right? So you have to just have a plan, be consistent, see it all the way through, and then work on the next thing. When I have a lot going on, I write a lot of things down, and I just have to start prioritizing what is important, what needs to be done. So
that is good. So do you have kids?
No.
Okay, so you have more free times in the evening and stuff. Yeah. So do you do meal plans for your clients?
I do. So my program is called the 8-Figure Body Program, and that's exactly what I do. So it's like now my personal training that I used to do is now into a program. So
that makes it easier.
Yeah, I coach. So we have a private group that we're in, and I have one-on-one consultations. So whatever you need, say you want to do, like whatever your goals are, you'll talk to me about your goals. We'll do our consultation. And based on your goals, I'll create your meal plan. I'll create your workouts. I'll write your workouts every week. And you're basically monitored by me and my coaches, my team of coaches every single day. So we do Zoom workouts on Wednesday or Thursday. It's called Trapping on Thursday. The people that's in my group are called the Trap Stars. They're the Trap Stars. So it's kind of like, no, not that. It's a play on the trap muscle, so it's kind of like a.
So do you see the people that do that dance? Like, do you implement dancing in your? So do you implement dancing with your training?
Some of my workouts we do dancing on our Zoom. So it could be a lot of different things. We just have fun with it. Anything that consists of you enjoying what you're doing and not even thinking about it as a workout, we do.
Okay. So with your mindset, how often what do you do? Like, how often you have meetings with your teams, and how do you follow up on a business aspect of that?
When it relates to my program?
Business programs, meetings, and stuff
so,
like that.
like with my program, they're talking to me every day via the group, but they have weekly check-ins with me. So every Thursday, they have a check-in to see how things are going, how things are progressing. We're constantly checking in with them through the week. One thing I pride myself on in my business is the level of personability that I provide. And even if you're thinking about becoming a client, my customer service is A1. That's what I strive for anyway.
And take that.
A lot of programs don't even, you in the program, you don't even talk to the person that is running the program. You know what I mean?
But it's kind of hard. When you start getting thousands of people, it's hard.
True.
It's like, how? And I mean,
you can do a Zoom call and talk to everybody.
Child, people everybody gonna want to talk and everybody gonna want to raise their hand. I'll be like, look, any, meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna catch one of y'all hands and then we have to go. So yeah, so that's the thing. But I mean, it's good. I like to be personable with my clients, and I tell my clients all the time, I want to be the one you invite to the barbecue.
Yeah.
So that is fun and cute. I think it is, but it's true. I don't want to be the boring accountant. I tell them that, like, I'm not the accountant you're gonna see in the suit. I'm gonna be the one you're gonna be seeing, like, sweats, slippers. Sometimes I'm gonna have a hat on. Sometimes I'm gonna be all cocky, like, ugh. But so do you have your own facility now?
No, like as far as training?
Yeah.
No, indeed. Everything I do is virtual. That gives me flexibility to move around like I need to move around and everything. But I do have a conference coming up, so any of my clients or whoever that even want to be involved, I have a conference coming up September 6th. Wake up.
No, I'm woke. September my stomach is sitting down like this. So you say September what?
16th.
September 16th.
It's the Brazilian AF conference. And it's actually around the corner at the Embassy Acres Mill.
So you got a conference room? How are you gonna do it?
It's gonna be. I have several conference rooms over there that I got booked up. So we're gonna have a lot of amazing keynote speakers. It's gonna be bomb. You want to speak?
No, but I'll come. I'm not a good public speaker. Okay. I'm not a good public speaker. I am a type of person that one-on-one we can go for.
Yeah.
But me looking at that crowd, I'll be looking at them people like.
What you want me to say?
No. I tell people, being a teacher, you can't teach the same to every student.
Right.
Because every student doesn't processes it the same. Right. And everybody you won't reach. But me public speaking, how about this? I'll stand in the back and I'll talk to people and answer questions.
You want to be the host? Host the red carpet?
Hey.
That's one-on-one?
I'll do it. Put me down. Yeah, put me down. I'll do that because that's the day after tax season on the 15th. I think that's what day is that?
Saturday.
Oh, let me see. Hold on. I got my phone. Let me see. What time is it for?
It's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday night is cocktail hour, registration. Saturday is on and popping. And Sunday is kind of like the closeout.
So I can do Friday night.
Yes, come Friday night.
I can do Friday night and do cocktail hour and have me a couple of cocktails and drinks and stuff like that. So that's good. So how much are you selling your tickets for? So
we're getting all that together now. I just signed the contract over at Embassy. So June 1st will be the first time they will see everything. And whoever buys the book will get a early bird special, a discount on the tickets.
That is amazing. That's smart marketing. Y'all hear that, huh? She's tying everything in.
Yes.
She's tying everything in. So you're going to have several speakers and stuff of that nature.
So I have 2 keynote speakers, like very well-known speakers. I don't even want to tell people who's going to be there.
Don't do it then.
I don't, because they're going to come just because of who's going to be there. I want them to come because they need to. Like, I need you to want to come. Just because
isn't that the purpose to have the people there?
But sometimes people come just because of that, though.
Well, you got to figure out.
They're going to be on the flyer, though. I'm just not going to say it now. They'll see it on the flyer.
But the problem is, not the problem, but the thing is you have to still market to your group of people that want to utilize that service. One can benefit from that conference. So that's something that you have to do. So you want to make sure you figure out your target. And that's something, target market and target audience. And that's something that you can do for that.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yes. So are you married?
No.
Okay, so I was going to say, how is it with work and marriage and stuff like that?
I want to be married. I do. I want to be married.
Okay, well, gentlemen, if you're out there, she's available. So, yes. So, tell me some more things. How do you do your marketing?
So, I have a branding manager that helps me out. I went to school for graphic design and all that stuff. So I know in the beginning I was doing all this stuff myself, and
time consuming.
Yeah, so now I have like my amazing publicist. Shout out to IPY Agency, Adrienne. So, she gives me a lot of like exposure, kind of like how we're doing these interviews. I have billboards now in Vegas and Atlanta. And, social media is a big thing. My website, just kind of like putting myself out there.
So you're just hitting them from all angles?
All angles. It's just trying to think outside the box because...
Everybody just does social media.
If social media ever shuts down, I want to still be going. You know what I mean? I have to keep this
Cover
train
your bases.
going.
Get your coins.
Yes.
But, okay, we're going to circle back. Have you thought about the quote you want to give everyone?
So, don't take life for granted. I'll say that. Don't take life for granted. And I say that because of a lot of people do, especially in my field. They take their health for granted, they take people for granted, and they take their time for granted. Like, you cannot get time back. I'm an instructor with the military, and one of the courses that I teach is a resiliency course. I'm a certified resiliency trainer, and I always ask them, do you have people right now that you haven't talked to, or family members that you haven't talked to, could be because of a disagreement, or you feel like they're always going to be there, and if something happens to them, you will be devastated and have regrets. You know what I mean?
Sometimes just because a person, but that's a unpersonal, unbusiness, well, unbusiness isn't a word, but that isn't a topic that isn't business. And I have to differ with that because family can sometimes take advantage, and sometimes you got to be good on family.
You have to balance that out, and I believe in boundaries, but I'm not even talking on that aspect. I'm just talking about just taking people for granted because you think they're always going to be there.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's a reason you don't deal with them.
Sometimes it is, and there's healthy boundaries, and you can love a person from a distance, but I'm speaking of the people. I'll say me, for instance, like I have aunts that live out of town. Love them to death. Well, I have no issues, positive energy. But I'm just so busy that I just don't reach out. But if something ever happened to them, I would be mad at myself because I didn't, accept, like, I took them for granted, thinking they were always going to be here.
But guess what? It's not like you just partying and ignoring them. You're grinding, and you got to work. And when you start your business and have a business going on, a lot of that stuff, like you say, has to take sacrifice. And you're sacrificing that time and stuff. And, people put it that you're supposed to hang with folks and all that. But
no, I'm not even saying all that.
The reality is that I got to do what I got to do to survive today.
I do, but it's still like you have to love people while they're here.
Who said you don't love them?
Who said that?
I'm saying, who said you don't love them?
But I'm saying you have to show love. People need to feel the love.
Who's giving you love?
I have a lot of people that love me.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the people, the ones that you're feeling that you need to love.
I do. That's my philosophy. You know what I mean? Because I'll say that because I always go off experiences. I've had people that pass away that I wish I spent more time with, and I can't get that time back. You know what I mean? So it's even if it's something as simple as a text message, ain't no business more important than the people that really support, love, and care for me.
But if they love and care for you, they'll shoot out text messages to you as well.
They do.
You don't ignore them. You ignore them. You
no,
don't
respond. I don't ignore them. All of them don't. I can't say all of them don't, but maybe that's just my mentality. And after so long, if I don't feel like they're pouring into my glass, I will kind of set my boundaries.
That is good. That's good. So, thank you for coming. Click like, click share, tell a friend, follow. This lady has amazing things, 8 figures. Tell them where they can find you, please, again.
Hey, you can find me on Instagram at I am Deblair. You can also find out about my program, my conference, my supplements, my clothes, my book, everything that I'm doing at www.8figured.com. The number 8figured.com.
And figured is with a D at the end, right?
With the D at the end.
8figured.com. And that's it. But click like, click share, follow, leave a comment. Guys, today was amazing. She brought on, this lady is multi-talented, and she's a serial entrepreneur, and she's getting to it. And if you guys can see that you have to make the time, the sacrifices to, for your dream and your goals and accomplish them. They won't just come knocking at the door for you. Some of them do, but most 9 out of 10, it won't. Bye. And enjoy your day.